everyone. I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
And I'm Hugo.
You're not Hugo at all.
It's close enough. And this is the Bible Reloaded, and that's actually a Canadian who wears a mask and a top hat, and his name is Logicked.
Who are you talking to? Hello?
The audience. You know, whatever.
Ah, shit, this is being recorded?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's actually awesome that you're here because you were one of the first people we wanted to team up with to do a chick tract when we first started doing that, but here we are like 3 years later, and now you're finally here. We missed your peak, but okay, reunion tour.
Hey, what's a couple years?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So today we're here to look at yet another one of Jack Cheek's. So today we're here yet again to look at Fuck.
Wow. We're here to look at Fallen, which is a chick tract.
Yeah, I'm doing a good job. This is going well so far. Here we go. We've always hated you, dirtbag.
We don't need you anymore.
What did we need him for before? What does that mean? What
Don't
were
worry
you
about
using
it.
him?
I got that spiky, like, 80s hair, so we don't have to justify anything. You got your shirt open, it looks like maybe it's a plaid shirt, so maybe it's the 90s. I'm not even sure which tropes we're going for anymore, frankly.
You know, it sounds to me more like we don't need you anymore. I mean, the emphasis is on the you. So who do they need? I'm not sure that this guy knows how to use emphasis correctly.
No, he just doesn't have trouble understanding human language. Maybe he's a robot.
Let's try my line. You scum, you're nothing. Your money's gone. Yeah, it didn't work.
See, it's spreading the emphasis of words incorrectly. It's a thing now. Maybe it's like pathological. It's like that Zika virus, but instead of making like really, really retarded children, it just makes people not be able to speak correctly.
Right. Wouldn't that be exactly what that is, only they grew up?
Basically, but their head isn't all gross.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have one more line here. I think he's got to sound like kind of a badass. He's got to be a badass.
Okay.
I'm not going to do a stupid voice for this guy. I'm getting my badass voice.
Get it all out.
Ow! Bam! Thud! Stop kicking me, guys!
Sounds almost like an adult Eric Cartman.
God damn it. God damn it, Bam and Thud.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Thud doesn't look like he's very good at kicking. His foot is about a foot away from the guy's head.
Is he wearing slippers?
Slippers are good kicking shoes because it makes you real comfortable while you're doing it, and then you can go right home after the assault and slip right into bed.
Your mama's old purse was under the back seat. Here's your going away present.
Now he's like half Muppet, apparently. I was kind of on the fence before, but now there's a tiny Muppet inside him controlling him, kind of like that robot alien in Men in Black. It's like that, but felt.
He's only got 2 frames. I gotta make it count.
Bye, sucker! We're taking the car.
Oh, wow, that's such a cute purse. At least I still have that.
Is that guy wearing a woman's purse?
Let's check him out. I don't think that purse matches his outfit. We can probably correct him on this. Also, no trespassing sign on the outside, which is difficult to do because when you trespass in the outside, that's just called being outside.
What do these cops have against transvestites?
Well, I mean, it's not right.
Especially
you know?
the dirty homeless ones.
Not since Wesley Snipes and Patrick Swayze and John Leguizamo have we ever been more disgusted with transvestites.
Is this another Tu Wong Fu reference? Because this is the second one this
it's
week.
It's the only transvestite movie I know.
What's the deal with this dog? Why is nobody commenting on this dog with the massive teeth that appears to be wanting to bite this guy in the ass?
That dog is in literally every single chick tract. If we mentioned him every single time, I think we'd spend too much time analyzing why the fuck Jack Chick has a dog fetish.
I think it was the first thing he ever drew, and it's just kind of like a character he likes.
That's my mom's purse. She, let me borrow it. I totally wasn't just wearing it because it's cute.
You know, I don't really care if you think it's cute. That's totally fine. It's not that you have a purse, it's that it isn't actually cute. It's that you're wrong.
Bullshit, asshole. You arrested me for wearing a purse.
No, I arrested you. I'm in the fashion police. It's actually a thing. Surprise. Here's the owner's name and phone number on a card that is conveniently placed on the inside of this purse. I think I'll call it with my I like to telegraph what I do. Also, your mullet is unkept. I don't like it.
Is there such a thing as a kempt mullet? I don't know what a kempt mullet would look like.
You gotta slick it back on the top, goddammit.
I don't think that even
it's
counts.
not really a mullet. If it's not
My
business
mama
in the
ain't
front, it's
raised
not
no
really a mullet.
fool. And other idioms. Oh, hello, this is Officer Davis. Officer Brown Davis. We found an alligator purse with your name on it. Was it stolen? It's an alligator purse.
Oh, goodness, that was 6 months ago. It disappeared when my boy ran away and took our car.
So I just want to confirm that you on purpose bought an alligator purse.
I like to feel like I'm taking Florida wherever I go.
Okay,
Just
ma'am, stay in the
garbage,
house.
dead animals.
Officers will be by to take you to fashion prison.
Have you seen my precious boy? His name is Bruce. We love him so much. He stole my purse. And honestly, his only character flaw is his mullet.
We don't need to know your entire life story.
It started when I was a girl. I was raised by several Orientals. They don't like me to call them that, but I do it anyway. Because I can say that.
I can see that. She kind of, you know how people start to look like their dogs over time?
Yeah.
Or like their spouse.
She looked
They
like
kinda
her
start to
adoptive Oriental parents.
That's right. Look at her eyes.
He was such an adorable baby.
Who was? Your adoptive parents or the what?
They say you're not supposed to call the people Orientals, but the twist is my parents were vases.
Ma'am, I believe the correct terminology is Japanese vase. Yes, ma'am, we have him in custody, mullet and all. He claims he borrowed your purse.
Oh, poor Brucey. Officer, is the $26,000 still in it? I often carry tens of thousands of dollars in my cheap alligator purse. You know, in case I have a building I want to buy. Not like a good building. I'm just a slumlord. So I go to Detroit or Cleveland or any city, you know, in America, and I just buy lots of buildings, and then I make people live there.
You make them live there?
I make them live there. I say,
charge
get in
them?
that. You get in this hovel, and you give me money now. It works more than you would think.
Wow, this business strategy is making me visibly perspire. No, ma'am. Did you want to press charges? Because apparently the implication to me is that he stole the $26,000 of slum money.
Oh, he's such a good boy. He probably misplaced it. Maybe in a drug dealer's pocket. And then maybe the drug dealer dropped some drugs and he picked them up. And I don't know. It's amicable. I respect it. Oh, heavens no. Tell us where he is. I'll bail him out.
But you have any money?
No, I have more money. I bought half the city of Cleveland last week. You know how much it cost? Nothing. It's just empty now. The river is on fire.
What kind of return investment is that?
Oh, I don't know. It looks kind of spooky. It's like one of those haunted houses at shitty carnivals, but like it's a real town. It's weird.
Here's the address, ma'am. Your mom's flying here to bail you out. She didn't have to. She lives like a mile away, but she chose to spend some of that Cleveland money on a helicopter.
So what? I don't give a shit if I'm in prison. What's the difference? The world outside is just as dark and small, has just as dirty a toilets as in here.
The toilets?
Look at the toilet. It's all backed up all over the floor. Just like my soul when I go out in the sun.
Are you depressed?
I see the pretty girls outside and it makes me want to cut myself.
Aren't you grateful?
Grateful for the overflowing toilets and the cutting myself.
I mean, I see your point. At least you're alive and you have, a mullet and apparently is that an earring?
Why am I allowed an earring in the prison?
Well, because we want you to kill yourself. You're human trash.
I'm not sure if I want to die badly enough to try to kill myself with an earring. That sounds exceedingly painful. Do you have anything a little more humane?
I have half a bottle of Lubriderm Men's 3-in-1 lotion, which goes on your body or face, and you could also use it post-shave. Or I have 3 Rolaids.
I could choke on a Rolade.
You can... So fucking stupid.
Spiral! Star! No! I didn't ask to be born. It's her fault I'm here.
I mean, it was also probably your father's fault. And probably, just judging by her personality over the phone, probably vodka.
My father tried to abort me with a clothes hanger. It's
How
why
do
my
you
face
know?
looks like this. It's why I can't get my mullet tidy in the front. He fucked up my hair follicles.
With the hanger?
Yeah, he scratched it. Scratched my little fetus head. They never did earn my respect. I hate them.
Why did you turn ethereal and only into an arm and make your tiny cell shadowy?
I'm shaking my fist. Look, my muscles are getting weak. You gotta get me a shake weight. I'm atrophying in prison. God damn it.
Shut
look
the
at my
fuck
skinny
up,
arm.
honky.
Oh, Bruce, I'm so happy my boy is safe. We're going home now. Don't worry about the laws you have broken. I made sure none of it will happen. I have connections with the police chief. Don't worry about it. I sucked his dick.
Fuck you, bitch. All right, I got a list of things I want you to buy for me. Number 1, a pretty purse. Preferably an alligator purse. Second, I would like a nice dress, not too long, but, not too far above the knee. I don't want my meat and 2 veg hanging out below the line.
Okay, so something tasteful, like a nice cocktail dress, but not a slut dress. A dress that says, maybe I will have sex with you, but maybe I won't, wink wink.
A nice floral print, but nothing gaudy, nothing untasteful.
May I suggest calla lilies?
Something like a Japanese vase pattern.
I'll see what my parents can do.
Your parents?
Yeah, my parents, we did it. There were vases, I think. It's a very confusing joke. I don't understand any of this, frankly.
Hello, Bob Williams here.
Bob, remember me. It's Henry Burke.
Yes, Henry, I don't know how I could forget you. You look like the belly of a walrus.
I would get that a lot, actually. That's kind of the look I'm going for, so thank you.
Oh, okay. All right, then never mind. It wasn't an insult. Instead, it was just an accurate representation of your appearance. How are you and your family? Not that Elizabeth divorced you. So by family, I mean your pug, Sally.
Well, remember, have you seen Star Trek Generations?
Sadly, I've seen Star Trek Generations, yes.
Remember how Patrick Stewart's family in that movie burned to death in a fire?
I do remember that, yes. It was quite sad, and Sir Pat Stew is one of my favorite Twitter follows.
Okay, because last night that movie was on, and my wife did not tape it, so I stabbed her to death. Bruce is in jail again. Francis paid the bond, and they're on the way home. He's totally evil, and he laughs at God. Literally, he just stands there and goes, ha 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 ha, God, I laugh at you. It's very confusing. I don't know why he's doing it. I think it's the drugs. He was in a very tasteful number,
Right.
though. I thought about it, but I chose against it.
Are we glossing over the part where you murdered your ex-wife?
Oh, it's fine. They weren't white. It's okay. He's into drugs, crime, and violence. He hates everything about us but our money.
Why are you calling me about this?
I just wanted to catch up. I'm telling you what's going on. I wanted to get some mustache advice. You got a nice one, and I wanted to see if you could tell I sounded like a walrus over the phone. I look so much like a walrus, you can hear it in my voice.
You know, it actually does come through a little bit.
It's my ethereal tusks. If you want to hear more about this, follow me on Tumblr at tumblr.com/fatwalrusman.
That's probably a thing. Henry, he's in trouble with God. We'd better pray for him.
Okay, Bob, I hope it's not too late. I emphasized.
Why
Can
did
you tell I emphasized?
Why are you weird? We're just on the phone, man. You don't have to be. We have mustaches. We could talk about manly things like I don't know, leather appliances. Leather furniture, books.
Well, you remember in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan? Khan took those earworms and he put them in the ears of Chekhov and his captain so that they may do his bidding.
I seem to recall that, yes.
Well, see, I have dementia.
3 hours later.
Honey, where's Bruce?
See, the dementia's there. There it is.
He left me at the airport. I gave him some money to buy clothing. Very tasteful number, if I do say. It had oriental vases on it. I got pictures of my parents and put them on there. He had to meet someone, he said. I'll be home soon. Trust me, Mom.
Henry, please hang up the phone.
Do you hear that?
It's been 3 hours, and I'm too polite to hang up first.
I don't know where the voices are coming from. This time they sound like they're from the outside of my body.
Who's this fucking guy?
I don't know.
Bruno, it's Frankie. Guess who's in my bar? It's Brucey, baby.
I'll be right over.
You're not gonna hurt him, are you?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is the accent I chose, though, so it's probably gonna not be so good for him if you know what I mean. Capiche?
You're not even Italian-American.
I just watched The Godfather last night. Have you seen that movie? It's like that. It's like that, but I'm not really Italian. You know who's good in that movie? Abe Vigoda. Second best performance he ever did. Number 1 in the seminal classic Good Burger, starring Keenan and Kel. They're my favorite of those kind.
Click. This guy's face isn't even really a face, is it? It's all sort of amorphous.
Just
like, look where the nose is centrally, and his mouth is like 3 inches to the right.
He had a stroke. How dare you?
He had a stroke that ruined his bone structure?
Yeah, it was a really bad one.
20 minutes later.
Gasp! Why did I say gasp? Oh, hi, Bruno.
You little rat. I told you I'd break your neck. Grab him. Various henchmen. You got a weird haircut. You got a mustache and some curly hair. Looks like you got some of that Jerry curl. And you in the back, you look like an egg. You look like an egg person.
Give me a minute here. I'm having a bit of an issue. I think I'm having a stroke. My eyes are popping out. My face is sagging.
Is it one of those bone strokes? I just talked to a guy who had one.
Yeah, my jaw seems to be shifting off to the left.
Okay, we better beat him up then. Stop him from having a stroke with a beating. Crack, yeah! Noises.
Thanks, Kraken. Yeah, that really helped.
Dump him in front of his house.
Later. Is he alive?
I've got a pulse, I guess. I'm pretty trepidatious about this whole thing.
No, I asked him, why are you checking your own pulse? Check his pulse. That's how you... Have you been to school for this?
I found this jacket at a thrift store, which I don't even think they're allowed to sell these to civilians, but I found it and I happened across this. Honestly, I'm just excited to be a part of something.
Why is your hand on his lower back?
You know, I'm so lonely.
Can you just see if he's alive?
No, I'm like 90% sure he's dead.
His eyes just moved.
I said 90.
It's fair.
Bob, thanks for coming. He's in room 3.
That's not the voice you were using.
No, it's not.
Fucking all over the
dementia
map.
It's attacking the speech centers of my brain.
Oh, okay. That's
Strokes
You ever
everywhere.
seen in Star Trek 4 where they save the whales?
Henry,
you
I'm
seen it?
still on the phone.
Have you seen Star Trek 3 where they save Spock?
I've seen all the Star Trek films, yes.
I can't say I've seen any of them. It's terrible. He's quadriplegic and he has pneumonia. Please talk to him, Bob. And in case someone doesn't know what quadriplegic means, paralyzed from the neck down, because apparently people who read chick tracts don't know basic vocabulary. Also, I don't know what this is on my head. My husband put it on me. He started talking about Star Trek 6. I don't know what that means. It just hurts. It won't stop hurting, and it's wet, and it smells.
If I may, I think what he did is he tried to pickle his own human hair, and then he put it on your scalp.
That explains the odor.
Anyways, hi Bruce, remember me?
No.
This is like Star Trek 3.
Star Wars, you motherfucker. I'm a Star Wars fan because I'm evil and I laugh at God.
Oh, so this is like Empire. When Luke Skywalker says no.
This is Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars movie, you fucking asshole.
You really are a piece of shit, aren't you?
Yes, I am, and I'm proud of it. Where's my purse?
Your purse is fine. It's right here on the table.
And I'm wearing my pretty dress. Look at these
Actually, you're wearing a gown.
Look at these
which
nice
is better
Japanese...
than a dress, if I'm honest.
Are you sure?
Gowns are more gowns are regal.
I'm afraid I might have some problems after my stroke.
You most certainly will have problems.
I'm seeing a Japanese vase print on this. You said it's a gown? Is it at least is it at least a pretty tasteful gown?
I mean, the back's open. All of it.
That's handy. That's really useful, actually. In my line of work, yeah.
What do you do for work?
I decline to answer that question. I plead the fifth, sir.
This is okay. I was just trying to make conversation. You're not on trial here. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to tell me.
It's $50 for a conversation.
You didn't. Again, you do not have to divulge any information you don't.
$60 for a conversation and a blowjob.
Are you a prostitute?
I plead the fifth.
You were in my Sunday school years ago.
I don't think I've ever been to Sunday school. What's a Sunday school?
I've never misplaced a mullet in my life.
Are you sure it wasn't another child with a badly scratched up mullet?
You are honestly the only time that's ever happened.
How many times does a father actually want to have the kid?
No, that's super common. I'm saying the mullet haircut with the coat hanger.
But then why wouldn't you use a clothes hanger to scratch the fetus's head?
Well, usually you get the whole you scoop it out. You don't just scratch it and leave it in.
So how does it get a mullet? You're not making sense here.
Anyways, back in those days, you were such a tender boy before the Lord.
And now I've been tenderized again.
For $60. But you never got saved. Then you let Satan get his hooks into you. Kind of like a coat hanger abortion.
Oh my God, it explains so much.
I'm going to tell you something that'll save your neck. Little broken neck humor for you. Is it hit or miss?
I find that incredibly distasteful, and I would ask you to please leave because making fun of the disabled is just not acceptable, sir.
Well, if you could physically do anything to prevent me to stay in this room, then maybe you'd have a shot at it.
I'm pretty sure that I could spit on you from here, so you better watch it.
Actually, you have cotton mouth right now. They told me the painkillers would do that to you. I planned ahead. Try to spit. Go ahead. Can't do it.
And I can't hork my snot onto you either because I got tubes up my nose. Shit.
Tube. Yep.
Oh, this is awful. This is the worst. I have to sit here and listen to you. Well, all right. Cough, cough. I guess I gotta listen to you. Go ahead.
A certain man had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father...
Which man? Which man?
Just a certain one.
Yeah, but
it's a parable Jesus was talking about. Don't worry.
It's a story. It's a story. They need names. How am I supposed to identify with the characters?
All right. The certain man's name is, I don't know, Buick.
Were they all white? Because I don't want to hear a non-white story. I can't identify with those people.
Have you ever seen someone in a Buick that wasn't white?
That's true. Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me.
This guy sounds like a pretentious dick. I can't identify with this guy. Fuck your story. Let me out of here.
Well, again, that's not gonna... I'm contractually obligated to finish 22
Mom!
of this
Mom!
tract.
Hey, bitch! Hey, bitch, come get me out of this bed. This guy's trying to tell me a story about a pretentious asshole who says falleth.
I'm I'm sorry, honey. Your father pickled his hair and it's everywhere. The nurses are trying to restrain him. I don't know what that is. Now he's talking about Star Trek The Voyage Home. We hasn't seen a movie since 1963. He doesn't even like Shatner.
He was asking his dad for his inheritance even before his father died. A bad move, also sort of distasteful. And he, the father, divided unto them his living, and not many days after the younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with riotous living, which is the opposite of righteous.
Rule number 1 on the street, you never waste your substance.
You know, you wanna hold on to your substance as long as possible, or you'll become infertile.
That's right. Well, you
fact.
always got to be ready to go, because you never know when you'll get $10 for a blowjob.
You know, and I agree with you on this point. You have to
receive
keep one
a
in the
blowjob.
chamber.
It's $10 to give me a blowjob.
$10 to give you a blowjob. That's actually kind of a fair deal. Usually, I pay upwards of $50 for the privilege.
It's actually a lot harder because you can only do one a day.
You can only come once in a day? That's a weird disorder.
It's from the coat hanger, probably.
Well, I'm sorry, but I hold on to my substance all the time, and it's not like I'm getting paid every single day to receive a blowjob. So, I don't exactly have the fastest recharge time.
Yeah. That's why I've never come, ever. I don't want anyone to steal my essence. It's all a ploy, I'm telling you.
He became a party animal, Bruce, as the money slipped right through his fingers like water. You know how hard it is to hold water? Have you ever tried it? Can't do it.
Just cup your hands.
That's ridiculous. You can't. It slips through your fingers.
No, I do that like on a daily basis when I drink out of a puddle.
I love you, baby.
Let's take him for everything he's got.
I like that we're talking like it's an old-timey, like we're in Atlantic City, but it's a biblical Atlantic City.
Before he realized it, he was broke and his friends took off. You see, I air quoted friends because real friends would probably also take off, because now you are a train wreck and they do not want to see that. There arose a famine in the land, Bruce. No rain, no food, no money. No rain and no money are not parts of famine. That would be a drought and a recession. So there was a drought, a famine, and a recession all at the same time. And the kid was starving, and his friends hated him. He begged for a job and finally got one. A terrible job that no one wanted. You know all about that, don't you?
Why did his friends hate him because he was starving?
Well, because have you ever walked down the street and you see like a homeless guy?
Oh,
and he might be outside saying like, I could use $1 or whatever, and then you give
never
him
know
$1.
if they're actually going to buy food.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like get out of my neighborhood. You're an eyesore.
To be perfectly honest, I don't really get that question very much though.
What's that question? What question?
Can I please have $1? I don't think that I look quite high class enough for that.
For $1?
For $1.
What do you usually panhandle for?
I usually panhandle for sticks of gum because I need the wrappers to make fake dollars to put into vending machines.
Why didn't you just ask for the dollars?
You fold up the gum wrappers into the shape of a coin, and you poke.
What do you think $1 looks like?
You poke a syringe through it, and you put some fishing line through it, and you drop it into the machine. You get. And
these are all supplies. These are all supplies that you panhandle for instead of getting money.
Obviously. You can only use $1 once. I mean, teach a man to fish, and he'll fish for a lifetime. Give a man to fish, and he'll eat for a day, or something like that. I don't really know the saying, but it's something along those lines.
I think it's give a man a fish, and he will have a fish.
I mean, you think you know your biblical parables? Yeah, well, you don't know that one.
Anyways, continuing on with the story, he was stuck feeding stinking hogs, and he was starving. I don't know why he didn't just eat the feed that he was giving the hogs.
Maybe he was feeding them people.
Maybe he was feeding the hogs people?
Maybe. I mean, most people don't want to eat people.
Hey,
if I were stuck in the Andes Mountains, And I had to eat people. I wouldn't eat the people. I eat cock like on a daily basis, but that's not actually chewing. There's no chewing.
Do you swallow the seed when they shoot it?
Well, I need my protein. I give a discount for that.
You give a discount if you swallow?
Well, obviously, I mean, I'm buying food from them. This is basic trade. I mean,
You assume that if you were not consuming it, that they would like keep it and take it home with them, maybe for a snack.
right. I mean, aren't you supposed to be a moral man? Aren't you supposed to be a pastor? Do you not understand thievery?
Bruce, this kid came from a wealthy Jewish family that obeyed God's laws. They were forbidden to even touch or eat a pig.
Hey, can you get my purse off of the table over
Sure.
there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really hungry. Here's $5. Can you just climb up on the bed and?
Wait,
is
you
that?
don't have a snack in the purse?
There's no like religious objection to that, is there? I mean, I've heard that, pastor type people can be pretty.
Are you trying to suck my dick right now? Okay.
If you're not gonna do it, just move on. I mean, don't humiliate me some more. Come on.
I'm not going to lead you on. I'm not going to do it. I will read. And he would gladly have filled his belly with the husks that the swine did eat, and no man gave unto him. So he did eat the feed. See, we're good. He'd hit bottom. His life was rotten, and he stunk as bad as the pigs. Finally, he came to his senses.
How many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will go to my father and will say, Father, I have sinned against heaven, God, and before thee. Luke 15:17 through 18. I don't know why I'm saying random strings of numbers. Must be this bone stroke.
Then he said, I am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy hired servants. Bruce! See, I'm one of those people that addresses the person I'm talking to constantly with their name, even though only the two of us are talking.
To be perfectly honest, it makes me uncomfortable a little bit when every single
Bruce!
sentence has my name in it.
It does. Bruce. He realized how badly he messed up, Bruce. Bruce, it's time for repentance, Bruce.
Repentance, Bob? What's that, Bob?
Okay, I see. I see what you're doing
What's
there.
Bob
It's a little bit
that,
of your,
Bob? Bob?
little bit of your own medicine sort of tactic you're going with.
No, I'm
I get
totally
it. I
sincere,
get it.
Bob. Bob,
I'll
I'm
change
totally
my-
sincere. Help me out, Bob.
See, I feel like you're yanking my chain a little bit. Well, repentance means being really, really upset and sorry for the rotten things you've done, and being willing to turn from them.
Why did I turn into a window?
It's all very confusing.
Is my bed really this high above the window? Look at the
yes.
angle. We're looking up.
Yeah, it's one of those weird port windows that people put on their floors.
So what happened? Did the kid go home, or did he just stay in the pig pen fucking the pigs?
Yes.
Wait, which one? Which one?
He did both. He found that he wanted to go home, but his passion lay in the pig pen.
So he didn't go home.
Well, he went home, but then he would like weekends in the pen,
Oh, I see.
like his free time after work.
Like shared pig custody.
Sometimes lunch break if he's not hungry. And then there was this dialogue up here, but basically the kid came back, and the father's like, prodigal son.
Why do you
son was-
smell so bad? And why is your face
Pig.
covered in your own semen?
Did someone pickle your hair?
Look, he has a drop coming down from his eye.
Is that the semen or the hair
That's the
pickles?
semen mixed with the hair pickles. It's kind of gray. It's got a gray consistency. I don't think gray is a consistency, but it's got grayness.
You know, I never thought that I would say this, but semen doesn't really appeal to me. But I mean, if it's slightly brackish, I might get into that.
My son was dead, but now he's alive again.
That's not how that worked.
Eh, Just don't. It's a parable. Let it go.
That's like God's love. It was dead, but now it's alive again.
You saying I'm like that kid with the pigs? I'm not like that kid with the pigs. Ungrateful little shit, not even eating his own semen.
Yeah, obviously you were that one. That was the parable. I'm sorry I didn't have semen eating in it.
I find I find this horribly offensive, sir. You're implying things about me that just simply are not true. I am
You're
not
currently
an
in the
ungrateful...
pig pen of life.
I am not in the pig pen of life.
You are. You are in the pig pen of life, goddammit.
There's no mud.
It's a metaphor, you bitch. You're making me angry.
What is a metaphor? I never finished college.
The Bible says honor the father and the mother, and you're not doing that.
What's a god?
Oh, shit.
I told you I never went to Sunday school.
Oh, fuck. So, you know, the Star Trek reboot movies?
That's that series that my dad likes, that he's never seen.
Right, but he's the newer ones. Anyways, a god is like looking into Chris Pine's eyes. You understand?
Yeah, I think I do. I got it.
You were not treating your parents well. You treated them like dirt. You sometimes literally took rakes to them and tried to plant herbs into them. You're going down, Bruce, but not the kind of down that earns you money.
I'm afraid to die, Bob. Apparently there's this god thing that you see after you die, and it's like looking into Chris Pine's eyes, and I think it would be intimidating. He's such a beautiful man.
I understand that. Chris Pine is... Surprisingly, I hear good things about his approachability.
Okay, never mind then. Kill me. As a little boy, I loved God. I mean, Chris Pine. But as a teen, I hated him and turned wicked. Will he hate me when I get to heaven and stare into his eyes longingly and stroke his cheek? And he tells me that everything will be okay. And he takes me into his bedroom and, we sit down on the bed. And, I think something might happen, but it's just so innocent and beautiful. And all we do is get close to each other and put our arms around each other's waists. Put in a nice romantic comedy, order some pizza. Give each other an innocent kiss on the cheek. And I go home and I don't call him for 3 days. That's the rule. And hopefully it ends up happily ever after.
That's not at all what this is going to be like for you. You're dead meat. No, that's inaccurate. God is angry and wicked every single day.
Don't you dare say that about Chris Pine, you fuck!
Well, not Chris. I said it was like Chris Pine, not actual Chris Pine. I feel I've misled you on accident.
I don't understand the difference.
Well, you're going to hell and Satan is laughing his head off.
Really? Well, if Satan's head falls off, then he won't be able to torture me.
God damn it! It's a phrase. It's a saying.
It's
an idiom. Like, have you ever done a thing?
No.
And it took longer than you expected.
No, I'm very, very fast and efficient.
And then said someone like, that took forever.
I've never said that in my life or heard anyone say that. I do not know what you are talking about, sir. We have not had forever. Okay? If you take forever to finish a task, you do not finish that task. This is simply the facts. This is how the universe works. What is wrong with you?
I guess that is technically correct. That would be the nature of forever. But again, it's hyperbole. It's not.
What is that hyperbole? I never finished my training when I volunteered at the zoo.
Oh my god, I'm gonna murder myself. Only the gospel knows. But I'll tell you, you'll laugh in my face like you did to your mom. That was your mom joke.
I never laughed in my mom's face. I called her a bitch.
This is your last chance, Bruce. Listen well. Jesus came to earth to suffer horrible death so you could go to heaven. You ungrateful son of a bitch. God Almighty hung on a bloody cross with nails in his hands and feet to save you. A god was taken down by a couple Romans and some lumber and some hardware from Home Depot.
What is he saving me from?
He's saving you from Lowe's. And also your sins. But mostly Lowe's. It's an inferior. That's God's love gift to you, Bruce. If you believe the gospel, you'll be saved. Like, what's something that's saved? Like, all the money you save by not blowing dudes.
I don't really have that much money anyway. It got all taken away by Bam and Thud.
Those guys from the first panel with the mohawk and the other mohawk?
Yeah, those guys, they took all my money. I don't think I can afford to shop at Lowe's, and to be perfectly honest, I wasn't planning on building a new balcony for my house or anything anytime soon, so I really don't think I'm gonna need to, but thank you. Thank you for the offer.
Maybe do some simple landscaping.
Maybe if you want to leave some coupons, just put them in my purse.
It is weird that you have a purse, if I'm honest.
Why? What are you, some kind of bigot?
It's less about, like, a man having a purse and you specifically having a purse. You just don't seem like a purse guy. You seem more like a satchel man.
It's really hard to find a satchel made out of nice, smooth alligator skin.
Why don't you think it over a little bit and consider it?
Modifying my purse into a satchel? I can't afford another alligator skin anything, frankly.
I'm expecting you to read this line, and you just keep...
Let me think over transforming my purse into a satchel. But I'm really sick. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I think maybe you have, like, the flu, but my immune system is compromised from all the medicine that I'm on, from my quadriplegia. And I feel like maybe you're transmitting something to me. Maybe Zika. Maybe the swine flu. I don't know if the swine flu is a thing anymore. Do me a favor and just come back tomorrow and send the nurse in. Maybe have her bring some cough medicine. Cough, cough, gasp.
Tomorrow may be too late, Bruce. If you got Zika, should we get someone today?
I'm not pregnant currently, so I don't think it's a problem. I won't have a baby with a tiny head. And if I do, I'll just scratch its head off with a coat hanger. It's okay.
Bruce Burke died in his sins at 3:20 a.m. His soul was taken to a screaming hell, lost for all eternity.
Why did they have to specify the time that he died?
It matters, you know. It
doesn't specify the day, though.
So you believe it.
Like, I have no idea when this was.
I'm just impressed that they gave so little fucks they didn't even choose to animate this. They just wrote it down. You get it. He's in hell. Blah, blah, blah.
It's illustrate, Hugo, not animate, said every commenter.
Whatever. Fuck them.
I've lost my face. I've lost my face. Hell is just a big blank surface with whiteness and words floating around. My name just Bruce. All I am is just Bruce floating around in the void.
So heaven or hell, the choice is yours.
No, it isn't.
The end.
No, it isn't. I'm stuck in hell now. I can't choose.
It's not a choice at all.
If
Why
it's-
am I here?
We're all here.
If it's a choice, I'll take it. I'll take the choice.
God damn it, Henry, is that you? Did you die?
Have you ever seen?
Well, clearly it's Henry. It's just a name.
Star Trek Generations, where they went to the Nexus, where they stayed for all eternity. This is a lot like that, with fewer Patrick Stewarts and only one Whoopi Goldberg.
You can't stay for all eternity. If you stay for all eternity, that means you finished staying after eternity, and that can't happen. They're still there. They're still staying there. They didn't stay
Bruce,
past
you're kind of
tense
an asshole.
for all eternity.
Okay. All right, so that's the end of the Chick Track. Thanks, everyone. You can always check out Logicked, of course, on his channel. You have anything you want to pimp Logicked, please do so now. Now is the time for pimpage of any sort.
This shit is totally not what I do on my channel.
That's the most glowing endorsement I've ever heard of anything, frankly.
Not quite.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's about at this level of rigor and intellectualism, I would say.
Pretty much, if you like this, it'll translate well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
You'll
this is
do
totally
okay.
the same audiences like both this shit, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Right now you're doing Kent Hovind stuff, and actually, Kent Hovind, he's mad at you for it.
Yeah, I don't think he likes me. I think he's a little bit nervous about this whole YouTube thing. I think he's kind of he's a grandpa who had like 9 years taken out of his life, and now he's like saggy, and I don't think he quite knows how to use a computer. Apparently when someone tells him that my Reptoid hacker army broke into their computer box and expired their SSL certificates, he's totally like, oh yeah, that's legit. That makes sense. Yeah, so subscribe to my channel, because these guys have a lot more subscribers than I do, and I want to steal some of them.
Yeah, if anything, everyone...
And I fucking know that some of you know who I am and you're not subscribed to me.
Yeah.
That's
you
bullshit.
bastards.
Click on the top hat. That's why it's been up this whole time.
Yeah.
Will you do it? He does it. He has a top hat.
Yeah, top hat. That's a selling point, right? I mean, you'll watch a
Right.
video just to look at a top hat.
I look up top hat specific YouTube videos.
You know,
all the
you
time.
don't have to waste all your data watching my videos. You could just go Google image search top hat and just look at that.
Basically the same thing. They're
Right, but
equivalent
Yeah, it's really
experiences.
very similar. Yeah.
So anyways, thanks everyone. You can always check us out on Twitter at Bible Reloaded.
You can follow Hugo at Hugo Reloaded. You can follow Logicked at Logicked, I think, right?
Yeah.
Just at Logicked.
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 Yeah, don't forget the K, because otherwise it's logiced.
And that sounds like a side effect of Zika.
It kind of does, or logiced. Yeah. Oh no, my baby came out all logiced.
You could also subscribe to our channel if you
Flaky.
want more of this. I don't know why you would, but the button's always there. Or you could always donate to our Patreon campaign. We do a once-a-month patron-only hangout, and that's a lot of fun. So until next time, I'm Hugo.
But I'm Jake.
And I'm Hugo.
That doesn't even sound like
Aw,
me.
he does Hugo
All right,
voice.
whatever.
And I'm Hugo.
Is this how I talk? Do I talk like this?
Yeah, it's kind of like a human
Oh.
Squidward.
Okay.
And I'm Logicked.
And this has been the Bible Reloaded. Whew.
Woof.
Woof.
Was that your mating call?
That is my mating call. Next week,
That's the walrus mating call.
next week
cheeks.
we'll explore more mating calls of the Hugo Wild wilderness.
Your cheeks puff up and you like display all the seeds you've gathered during the fall. Then ladies flock to you.